Good morning, guys. Today is Monday, so it is the start of a fresh new week. It's also the start of going back to work after being off for 2 weeks. But you gotta work if you gotta make money, right? So now I'm just waiting for the coffee pot to finish up and do my lunch, my normal stuff I do on the normal mornings. Yesterday, I ended up, instead of like relaxing on the last day of vacation, I tackled my oldest's bedroom because we're turning it into an office, and they had done a really good job of cleaning it up before they left, but they had a lot of stuff still that needed to be donated or trashed. I mean, there was some things that weren't really donate worthy, and also taking the bed apart, just a whole bunch of stuff like that. And I actually did that yesterday, and I was expecting it to make, and I cleaned the closet and organized the closet, but I was thinking that it was going to make me just like super sad, and there were parts of it that did make me sad. But like I've said before, since my oldest is, well, they'll be 24 in November, so you know, it's time to move out of your mom and dad's house and stuff. And I do really miss them, and I don't like them being all the way in Arizona, but I'm really happy because they seem to be happy, and so that's making this a lot easier than I was expecting. I do have my moments, but so far so good. And I ordered a couple of desks from Amazon. That was the cheapest place that we could find. We wanted to get some L-shaped desks, one for me, one for Brian. So then, once we get the office set up, then maybe I can have my kitchen table back and it won't have all of Brian's stuff on it. It is just covered in stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna get myself in gear so I can get headed out the door, and I will talk to you again soon. Good morning, guys. Today's Tuesday and I'm running late, so I'm gonna be really quick this morning, but yesterday was a good day. Turned out pretty good, but I'll talk to you again soon. Hi guys, so I am on my way home from work. I just stopped at PetSmart and I got a bag of kitten food and 2 little bags of cat treats, because the plan is this Saturday to go to at least one, if not more, rescue organizations and get a kitten. So I was thinking it was going to be weeks from now, but Brian is like ready, so I'm excited. So I'm gonna get everything. I'm not gonna put food out or open the food or anything until we actually have a kitten, but I want to be prepared. I am gonna go ahead and set up the litter box and put the little toys in the little toy basket and all that stuff. Have everything ready. I have a cat tree on order from Amazon, supposed to arrive Wednesday or Thursday, I think. So I think we're ready. I got litter. I got the clumping kind, which is actually the kind I mean, they've had that stuff forever. That's the kind I used to get when I first had cats, but my goodness, the variety has increased. So I guess trial and error to find out the best ones. I was thinking about doing like a kitten haul, almost like showing all the stuff I got, but I might just do it in my vlog. I don't know. I haven't made a decision yet. Like I said this morning, yesterday ended up being a pretty good day. Brian and I did discover that we're not ready for another dog yet. There was a dog that came available through Furry Kids Refuge, which is where we got Nathan. It was an Aussie Poo, so it was half miniature Australian Shepherd, half poodle. And so the size they said it was supposed to get, its parents were, like its mom was 18 pounds, its dad was 24. They are like low shed or no shed dogs, you know, that kind of thing. So over the weekend, I had actually filled out an application to get approval to like meet her, and then if we liked her, we would adopt her, that kind of thing. Well, what ended up happening was yesterday there was a message on the machine when I got home from the foster mom of the dog, and so I called her back and learned about the puppy. She's 5 months old, you know, learned a whole bunch of stuff about her. And so I told the foster mom, you know, let me talk to my husband and then I'll get back to you to set up a time to meet the dog. Well, as Brian and I were talking, we both started getting really like upset, you know, like sad and everything. It's like we realized at the same time, and I'm glad we're both in the same spot, we're not ready. We're not ready for another dog. It's like when we started thinking about where to put the doggy bed and the food bowls and, you know, just all the stuff like that, it just brought everything from Nathan back. It just made everything really raw again. So it's not really fair to another dog. One, like I was telling you guys, I think last week, for a dog, I really wanted to wait until after we're done with our other 2 vacations, our other 2 trips and all that. It's just this one became available and she seemed like she'd be like perfect and everything, but I ended up contacting the foster mom and telling her, you know, when we started talking about it and it started becoming real, we realized we're not ready. She completely understood. She's been a foster to dogs for a really long time. As a matter of fact, when we were talking, I think she might have actually fostered Nathan. So she was really understanding and everything. But getting a kitten, it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel like we're replacing Nathan. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I don't know. We both feel really good about getting a kitten. And so I might have one after this weekend, guys. Have no idea what it's gonna look like. Though I had one that I had found from a rescue organization that I really wanted. She actually got adopted, which I was really glad to see. KC Pet Project, which is a rescue organization in the Kansas City area, they had a free adoption weekend. So where they basically, all their adoptions of their dogs and their cats, they asked for a donation, but they didn't have a set price or anything, so a lot of people adopt then. Now Brian and I, we're lucky enough financially where even if we would have gotten one then, I would have paid the full price that they would have asked, probably a little bit more, just for charity, you know what I mean? So, but that little kitten got adopted during that, because they update their website real time. So as animals get adopted, they come off the website. So I saw she came off the website, so that was really cool. But they also have a lot more out there still. So anyway, now I'm gonna go in and get changed for the gym and head out to the gym. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I hope by the end of the week I'm actually able to share a kitten, and hopefully everything will work out, but we'll see. And also today, July 23rd, is Brian and I's 25-year wedding anniversary, so that's pretty awesome. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, so halfway through the week, and yesterday's work day was pretty good too, so I'm hoping the whole week's gonna be good. So yeah, and so tonight I think I'm gonna get stuff set up for the hopefully kitten that we'll get this weekend. Just get everything, you know, unpackaged and ready. I'm not gonna like put food and water out, but you know, like the scratching posts and get the little toys unwrapped and stuff like that. Fill up the litter box with litter. Just do that kind of stuff tonight. And then yeah, because it's not a gym night. Wednesdays isn't usually a gym evening, so, but yeah. So right now I'm just gonna do my normal morning stuff. Yesterday I was running really late. Today I'm running a little bit early. The coffee pot hasn't even started yet, so I guess I'll start working on my lunch. But I will talk to you guys again soon. Hey guys, it is Wednesday, about 5:40. My house is a disaster area right now. Between going through my oldest kid's room, I've got like all this stuff in the kitchen that needs to we've got donate stuff and stuff to put up in the attic, and I'm trying to prepare for a kitty cat. But check the P.O. box. I didn't check it for the 2 weeks that I was on vacation, and I got the sweetest card and letter from Donna, and thank you so much. And she also sent a really sweet letter, and she didn't say I could read it out loud or anything, so I'm not going to. And also, Donna, I won't tell Walmart. But this just really, it made me feel really good. And all the cards that people have sent me, I've saved every single one of them, and I'm gonna keep them. They make my heart happy. So thank you very much. That was a nice surprise. So I wanted to show you guys this cat tree that I got from Amazon. It's amazing. It is, I've been pricing them, and they're kind of expensive at the pet stores. And I found this one on Amazon. It was only like $32. And it's really, really nice. And it looks different from any other one I've seen. It's got a really cool print on it, and it's not real huge. I didn't want something that was really, really huge, but I wanted something that would have like a space for the cat to go in and like a little level for them to get up a little higher if they want to, but not be like super, super tall. But just got done putting that together. But let me show it to you because it is really, really cool. So this is what it looks like. And it's black and tan and gray, and it's got like this little spot here. Here's like a little perch, and it's got a little ball hanging. Oh, and I got this for the boy or girl, I don't know yet. So it's got that, and then they can sleep in here, and look how cushy. It's super cushy inside of there. And then this is like sisal and carpet, so they can scratch, but it's really nice. I like it a lot. I'm just really impressed with the print on it. I love that. I think that's so pretty. And you know, it's not just like typical carpet like I kept seeing on all of them, so I thought that was really cool. Also have this scratching post. It's like carpet on the bottom and that sisal or whatever on the top. And this one has like a little toy on it. And then I have one that's just plain carpet without a toy that I'm gonna have in the office. It's like a little bed. It's the kind that they can climb in, or this flattens down. So like if it ends up being a cat that doesn't want to be inside, you can just make it into like a flatter bed. And then here's the little toy box, the little toys I got. Look at this, it's a little kitten teething ring. That's so adorable. It's really soft, and I love these little mice. There's a red one and a blue one, and then these little balls, and then these little mice. And then this is like another little teething thing for kittens. So I think it'll have a nice little start. I also bought this at Walmart. It's got like all these, it expands, it's like this little tube, and it's got toys and stuff in it. It says they can play, hide, and zoom. And then the last thing, toy-wise, is like one of these little teaser toys. I thought that would be fun. I don't expect the feather to last long, but we'll see. And I've got the litter box, but I'm still waiting for a couple of things from Amazon, so I'm not going to set it up yet. So, oh, and also, I bought a litter genie. I don't have it set up yet. The litter box is back there. So, yeah. But I think I'll get all this stuff set up probably Friday, because we're going to go up Saturday. And I'm going to move this. This is our paper shredder, and I don't think the cat would like it. I'm gonna move it into the office. And then from Amazon, I have like this little like box thing. I don't know how to explain it. It's square and it has a hole in it that the cat can climb in. And then it's also got a bed on top of it. So I got it for the office because Brian will be spending a lot of time in the office. So I figured that way if the kitten wants to spend time with him, there'll be a scratching post in there and also a little spot for them to rest. And then I ordered like this rug thing for the litter box from Amazon. So I have the square and the rug coming from Amazon. And they're supposed to be delivered Friday, along with our new desks for the office. So, but I don't know when we're gonna get all that set up. But now I'm tired from putting things together and just getting stuff, trying to get stuff organized, moving stuff in here, working on that bedroom. It's like I've been nonstop from the time I got home from work. So I think I'm gonna make something to eat and just kind of chill out for a while. And it's Wednesday, so I usually catch up on DVR stuff. I still miss Nathan so much on Wednesdays. It's like our special time. So, but yeah. So that's it for now. I'll talk to you again soon. So this is eventually going to be an office. It's just the vacuum because I've been vacuuming. This is literally the only room in the house with carpet. This is my oldest son's room. Got everything taken apart. I think my husband has somebody who wants the bed and the nightstand, and we're going to keep the dresser, but I'm getting this all ready to be an office. And I'm going to keep the wall hangings because I've always loved these and they make me think of my oldest. So these were some of the things that these two posters they really liked, and I had them framed. So we're going to keep those up in here, and then we're going to add, this is actually a painting that he made when he was just little. This is like from 2004, and I've always loved it. And then my husband bought this when we went on that ghost hunt. That's from John Tenney, and so we're going to hang that. And then we have the periodic table of rock and roll, which this is also something else that was my oldest, but he didn't want to take it with him, and it was just a poster, and I actually framed it. Just bought a frame from Walmart and framed it, and so we're going to hang it. And I actually got some new blinds. My husband's going to have to put them up. But this did have black curtains because my son wanted his room to be really dark, and I replaced it with just that gray. I don't know if you can tell, but the walls are gray. And then we're going to have desks. They're supposed to come Friday, but we need to get rid of some of this stuff. Really just kind of rearrange. But I'll show it to you when I get it all done. And that's my son's blanket that I'm going to be mailing to him, and we're going to keep those little storage things for the office. That's just some paper and stuff that's going to go in there. We're going to keep the TV in here. I've just been using that towel to dust. So yeah, it's going to make a really nice office when it's all said and done. Cat scratching post, getting all ready. I'm also moving, because I put the new, like, bigger scratching post in the living room. I moved some of my workout stuff to in here. So, but yep, we'll have an office before long. Good morning, guys. Today's Thursday. I'm ready just a tad bit early again today. I've been getting up just a few minutes early before my alarm. Coffee pot just now kicked on. And so yeah, it's Thursday. So it's the last day I have to drive down to the building for the week. And since I work from home on Fridays, and maybe possibly by the next Friday we'll have an office. We'll just see. Or at least part of an office. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just gonna get my lunch and my coffee made. Well, once it makes enough coffee to make a cup of coffee. And get headed out the door. So far, so good for the week. The only thing about yesterday was, well, that's something I forgot to tell you guys. On Monday, my first day back after vacation, I found out that my boss, like, I have like a lady that I report to on pretty much the day-to-day, and then there's a boss above her that's all of our boss kind of thing. The boss above the one I directly talk to and report to, she took another position. And I'm really sad because I really, really like her. She's awesome. So we've got a new lady, and she seems pretty nice so far. I've only talked to her once. She had just like kind of a little meet and greet meeting with the team, but I don't have like a one-on-one with her until next week. But so now we're on this new team. So they just took us and they put us with another couple of teams. So now our team meetings, instead of just being a few people, are like not a ton of people, but several more because it's 2 more areas. And so, but the thing that I don't like is their weekly meeting is on Wednesdays, and it's for an hour after I leave normally at 3, and the meeting's from 3 to 4. So it infringes on my time to get to leave. But I'm trying to look at it positively and think, well, that's just all that much earlier that I can leave on Fridays. So I could look at it that way. So that's what I'm choosing to do. So anyway, now I'm going to get my lunch made and get headed out the door. And I will talk to you again soon. Just got done at the gym and just donated some stuff to the donation center. Guys, so they have a Salvation Army donation center right around the corner from the gym. I mean, the gym's there, the Salvation Army's there. They're really close to each other. So the guy in there that like takes your bags and stuff, he does not like his job. He's like, Brian and I went up there, I had a bag, Brian had a bag, had some books and stuff, and Brian's like, how you doing today, buddy? I'd rather be anywhere but here. It's like, he's not mean or anything. He just, I don't know. It's like, if you don't like your job, go work somewhere else. So now I'm gonna go home. Brian, his mom, we actually drove separate cars to the gym because his mom is out of town, and so he's been going down to her house and checking her mail and checking on her house and stuff for her. She does that for us, like if the whole family's gone and we don't have any kids or anybody home, she checks our house for us. We also have a neighbor that checks our house too, but checks our mail, stuff like that. So Brian does that for her when she's out of town, so he's gonna go do that. And then he said he was going to stop somewhere and get him something to eat. I think I'm just going to have like a healthy choice dinner or something like that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and set up the litter box and the litter genie, because I didn't do that yet. And then take my shower, eat, and then wind down for the night. And it looks like it's going to rain. It is like really cloudy. So, but yeah, that's just the update for, what is it, Thursday evening. How could I forget? Tomorrow's Friday. So that's it. That's just an update. Hey guys, it's Friday right now. It's almost noon, 11:55, and I'm gonna be getting off work in about an hour, and we might actually be going to the shelter today instead of tomorrow, because we noticed we're planning on going to a place called Wayside Waifs that's in Kansas City that is an animal shelter to rescue a kitten. But they're running a special right now, so they had a bunch of kittens on their website, and it's like they've got a lot less now because of this special. So Brian was like, well, why don't we depending on his bids and his work today, he's like, well, why don't we just go ahead and plan to go on Friday after I get done, meaning him. So I think we're going to go today, but we'll see. Just depends on how it all goes for him. So who knows? Maybe later today I'll end up with a kitten. But I got my Furry Kids Refuge t-shirt on. This like print, I don't know, I've got a mirror back here. Let's back up the truck. Can I position myself? I don't know, but maybe you can see how the back, there's a big design on the back. But I bought this t-shirt a while back because it's, you know, just the proceeds go to Furry Kids Refuge, and that's where we got Nathan from. So then today, hopefully we'll get a kitten from Wayside Waves. So there's another place to rescue an animal from, because I saw a meme somewhere where somebody had posted and it said the best way to honor your pet that has crossed the Rainbow Bridge is to rescue another one. So we'll be honoring for Nathan. So anyway, you'll find out soon enough if we end up with our kitten yet, but I'll talk to you again soon.
You're a nut job. Oh, he's doing the licky lick. He got a whole feather out. Look, he's eating the guinea. Don't let him eat that feather. Grab the feather. Get it, babe.
I will. I think he's tired. Hey guys, so that little clip you saw is our new kitten. Brian had to get work done on his truck, so I just dropped him off at his truck, and now I'm headed back home. And so that we have Daniel home right now, so we got to pick the cat out as a family of 3. We don't have our family of 4 since Adam lives in Arizona now. But let me say, our experience with the first shelter was not a great one. That's the one I said I was going to go to first, and they literally would not let us adopt a cat unless we got 2. And so she kept like pushing and pushing and pushing, and I said, and I finally just confronted her and I said, are you headed towards the fact that you're not going to let us adopt a cat unless we get 2 of them? Well, that's best. And you know, she was just, and it's like we were trying to look at the different little cats and stuff, and she would not get off us. It's like, it was not a good experience. And so finally we just left. We're like, you know, we're just going to go somewhere else. And we went to KC Pet Project, which is actually the original place we were going to go. It worked out so great. So we get to pick KC Pet Project. They're not as huge of they're a big shelter, and they have several locations, but they're not as, I don't know, Wayside Waves seems to get more help from the city and from people and stuff, so their shelter's like a lot bigger and cleaner and newer, that kind of thing, where KC Pet Project is kind of run down and old. The animals are still kept in really good conditions, and they're getting a new center, but it doesn't, she said hopefully by Christmas. So it's not as fancy as Wayside Waves, but they were so much friendlier there. Very friendly. We were looking at the different cats, and this one, like at Wayside Waves, the kennels were all glass. This one, they were more like wired. And so we're looking at this cat. He takes his little paw, pushes it through the bars, and taps my forehead. By then, Brian had already discovered this cat. He was already liking it because it was like super curious and just, I don't know, Brian asked if he could hold him, and the minute they opened the cage door, that cat was like ready to be picked up, purring, super, super sweet. And so we were like, it was like Nathan. Like when we adopted Nathan, he picked me, you know? And it was like that cat picked Brian. It's just, and Daniel's in love right now. As a matter of fact, Daniel named the cat. So, it's a little boy. He's 3 months old, and Daniel named him Jango Fett. Like the Star Wars bounty hunter. And so, his name is Jango Fett, but we're calling him Jango. And he is not shy at all. Daniel's with him now, and the car place isn't far away. On the car ride home, he was so calm and sweet. We had him in a cat carrier, but Daniel like unzipped the top of it so we could pet him and stuff, and he was super sweet. I think he really likes Daniel. And he was already playing after we had him home like 30 minutes. He's exploring everywhere. We shut all the doors besides just the living room and the kitchen. So he has a limited space, you know, so it's not really overwhelming for him and everything. And he used the litter box. The first thing he did, I showed him where the litter box was. He climbed in there, peed. Such a sweet little boy. And they were just so much nicer at Casey Pet Project, and I don't know, it was a good experience there, and I think it worked out. I think it was meant to be, because this cat, he's so sweet. If I can get him to stay still a little bit, I'll try to I'll definitely get some more of him on video. I got him playing, because it's like, I don't know, when we were leaving, he doesn't like the sound of the garage door. He'll get used to that, I know. So he ran under a chair when the garage door went up, but he'll be fine. So we're just gonna get him integrated into the family and just love him. But he's really cute, and you guys know you'll see much, much more of him. I will share a lot of him. He's so pretty too. He has beautiful markings. And see, that was the thing at Wayside Waves. They had, excuse me, this little boy. He was orange and white. He was so cute. But that was one where she kept on, well, you really need, this cat really likes this cat. She kept like pairing cats. Everyone you would look at, she would pair it with another one. Well, they get along with so-and-so. And I said, well, if they get along so well, then why are they in their cages by themselves? If they get along so well, why aren't they together? Because there were other ones that were together in cages, and I told Brian, I would not have not adopted two if it was those, because you could tell they were super close to each other, you know, like cats just intertwined with each other, but she was just pushing. Any cat you would look at, well, this one goes with this one. And it was, you know, screw you. You're not going to tell me what cats I'm going to adopt. But I'm home now. I'm going to raise the garage door again. It's like, Django's going to get scared. But so anyway, I just wanted to give you a little update, tell you we successfully got our kitten. He's not an itty bitty bitty one. He's like this. He's 3 months. But he's perfect coloring and everything. So I'm going to go in and visit with my kitty some more and I'll share more later, you know I will. Hey guys, so it's Saturday and I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning. I just woke up, went to bed at a decent time last night, couldn't really sleep. So one thing I wanted to tell you guys is, and I cannot go into details because you guys know there was that whole issue with Daniel and kind of a stalker and kind of thing, so I don't share him in my vlogs and I don't intend to share him, but so that I can stop trying to hide it, we have Daniel home now. He ended up serving a 2-year term in the Air Force, and without going into the details and everything, he is home now. He honorably, so I'm not going to go into details like I said, but that's awesome. And so I've got Daniel. Lost Adam, but got Daniel back. It's just so weird how things work out. And it happened to work out at vacation time, so that's just how it all worked. But basically Django, our new kitten, he has picked Daniel as his person. He likes all of us. He is such a friendly, affectionate cat. But there's something about Daniel he loves. Like last night when it was time to go to bed, he picked Daniel. So he will be spending the nights with Daniel, which is fine with us. And then like this morning, first thing when I got up, I went in to make coffee. Here comes Django. He was greeting me. When Brian got up to make coffee, here comes Django greeting him. He is a joy. Such a sweet little guy. But let me tell you what, I am so beat, and not from getting up early, from, I don't know, it's been so long since I had a cat, I didn't realize how much they like to go underneath things, and I realized how bad of a housekeeper I have been in regards to pulling out the sofa and the love seat and cleaning underneath it and behind it, because little Django was going underneath and coming out with dust bunnies all over him, and so I was really concerned. You know, I didn't want him to get under there with all the dust. I don't have a problem with him going behind or under it if it's not dusty. So today I told him, because Django's still getting used to the sounds of the house and everything, and I didn't want to freak him out with the vacuum, so I says, well, since he loves your room so much, why don't you take him in your room and you guys spend some time in there. He took some toys in there and stuff, and then I'm gonna pull out the sofas and vacuum under them and mop and get everything all super cleaned up. And so not only that, I also was storing things behind the love seat and the sofa. The things that I was storing behind the love seat were like some different things that I have not accessed in so long. I just got rid of them. It was like boxes, you know, like thinking, oh, I might need this box if I have to return this thing I bought. For example, like we have Nintendo stuff and things like that. So I was storing the boxes from that stuff back behind the sofas, and it's like, I don't need those anymore. And so I got all that cleaned up. I vacuumed underneath. I even tipped the sofas onto their backs and vacuumed all underneath them. They're recliners, so I got like inside of, I just vacuumed everything and got everything really super clean, but my back is killing me now, and throwing away the stuff. So it ended up being so organized and everything. There's nothing behind the love seat anymore. Not a single thing is stored back there. So Django's been having a fun old time. That's like, he's been playing hide and seek with us, and so he's going back behind there. And the sofa, I cleaned it up really good, and the only thing behind the sofa is I have like, it's actually a sewing machine case, like a rolling one, but I don't use it for a sewing machine. I have my craft stuff in it. I have like yarn and looms and just some different craft things, and so I have it still behind there, and then I just pull it out. But got all that organized and everything, pulled the coffee table out. I always do that and vacuum under it, but I had it pulled out because I pulled the sofa out, but that was just a lot of work. So now I'm on my way to Target because we need kitchen trash bags and we need toilet paper. So I'm going there, and then I think I'm going to go over to, first I'm going to check and see if Target has them, but then I'm going to go over to PetSmart, and there is this little cat toy that cat loves so much. He played with it for probably at least a full hour, if not more, this morning, and he's playing with it again when I left. I'll have to show it to you when I find it, when I see it. I actually have a little video clip that I did, was him playing with it. It just looks like two little mint leaves with this little thing in the middle of it, and he loves that thing so much. Well, I want to get a backup or two of it, because if, you know, when it finally wears out. Did that with Nathan too. He had this little Chewbacca toy that he loved so much, and so it was actually a Happy Meal toy that one of the kids had gotten when they were little, and I found this other like Chewbacca that wasn't exactly the same, but it was kind of the same, that I had bought at Target and had as a backup. I actually had two of them, and Nathan ended up using the backup, and we still have the original. It's part of the toys of his that I saved, that I have in that box with the little pictures on it that I'm just going to save forever. But anyway, I want to do that with Django. I want to get an extra of this toy because he loves it so much. And it's kind of funny because the whole reason I got it was when I was at PetSmart, they only had like 3 of them left, and so it was like, that looks like a pretty popular toy, and I went ahead and got it. And then I was looking on Chewy and I was reading the reviews, and a lot of people were talking about how much their cats love it too. So yeah, so if Target doesn't carry them, then I'll go across the street, because PetSmart is just right across the street. So now I'm gonna go into Target, but I'll talk to you again soon. Hey guys, so check out that bruise. I don't even know how I got it. Target, I got the toilet paper and the trash bags, and I also went over, Brian has the starts of a cold right now. I hope that I don't get it, but so I went and bought him some Puffs Plus, because you know when you're blowing your nose a ton and it gets all scabby and crusty and gross, those Puffs Plus I think really do help. But that's really the only time we ever buy them, is like when we have a cold. So Target didn't have the little kitten toy that I was telling you about. So they had some super cute toys though. I didn't buy any of them because he has so many toys already. But they did have these little fish tacos that were absolutely adorable. They look like little tacos, and then the fish were shaped like actual fish. They were really, really cute, but I resisted. And so now I'm gonna go over to PetSmart, and hopefully they'll have them in stock, and get 1 or 2 of the little things. I'll show them to you when I get them. Hopefully they'll have them. If they don't, I know Chewy does, because I saw them on Chewy's. It's just on Chewy, it's only free shipping if you spend $49, I think. And so I don't really want to spend shipping. Amazon might have them too, I don't know. But we'll just see. But, you know, I did, like I always do, when something new is in my life, I buy a ton of stuff. But you know what? I'm telling you, a cat is way cheaper than a dog, at least when it comes to like their toys and stuff. At least in my experience. But you know, every single time I came to PetSmart or Petco, I always had to buy a toy for Nathan. I don't think that I'll be doing that for Django because there just isn't as much of a variety on cat toys as there is dog toys. And also they don't have them up at the register and stuff, you know. Cats get a little bit of discrimination, I think. So anyway, now I'm just headed over there. And I bought myself some Uncrustables too. That was something else I got at Target. I absolutely love, those are the things that are like little peanut butter and jellies that, except they also have a variety that's wheat bread and it's peanut butter and honey, and I love those. But I put those in my cart first thing because I want them to thaw out, and I'm just going to leave them in the trunk of my car. It's nice and warm today, and that'll make them thaw because they're frozen. And I think that's what I'm going to have later for dinner. It's only 12:30 right now. Well, you can do a lot when you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. Daniel and I actually already went to Walmart today and got groceries. We went up there at like 7 o'clock in the morning, which was nice because there's not a whole lot of people in there. They are doing some stocking of shelves right about then, but it's kind of like when you go late at night, they're doing some stocking of shelves. It's just some of the aisles have that going on, not all of them. So it wasn't a big deal. There's a Joann's right here next to PetSmart. I can't even tell you the last time I went in there. It's like summertime, I just don't feel like knitting. And that's the other thing I was talking about this morning, because when I was cleaning up around the sofa, I have a scarf on the loom. I only have one skein of yarn left to finish it. I have a skein I'm working on and then a full skein after that. But I haven't touched it because I just never feel like knitting in the summer that much. But that's gonna be fun the next time I go to knit. What is Django gonna think? You know, it took me just a tiny little bit to get used to that name. Daniel named Nathan, and Daniel also named Django. He's Django Fett. And because Daniel, that's like Daniel's, he loves that character in Star Wars, you know, badass bounty hunter kind of thing. So he just thought that'd be a cute name for Django. So we got Django. All right, now I'm going in PetSmart. This is what I'm talking about. It seems so simple, but our kitty cat loves this thing. So I'm getting ready to attempt to put at least one of the office desks together. It honestly doesn't look too bad looking at the instructions, so we're gonna see. And so since now this is what I'm going to do, is be working on this office, I will show it to you in the next week's vlog, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the week because it's 3:15 right now. So I am going to wrap it up, and there will be future sharing of Django. We love that little kitten. And if you have any kitty advice, I'm still very open to receiving it. So I've taken a lot of advice that I've heard so far. But anyway, thank you guys, and I will see you again next week. Bye.